Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, literally last night, and by last night I mean like 2 a.m. this morning, I was cleaning out and decluttering my entire collection of makeup, and I found so many products that I just don't feature on camera because they're either discontinued, limited edition, or they're things that you guys might not have been able to get your hands on. So because of that, I always feel weird like talking about a product that I really like that I know the company no longer makes. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face full of my limited edition and discontinued favorites. A lot of these things going back to some holiday collections, things that definitely are in your collections, and just playing with makeup, which is something I haven't done in quite some time. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every other day and that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into my limited edition and discontinued favorites with me, stay tuned. Alright, so I did already cleanse my skin and I did want to give a shout out to Fresh. This is not a discontinued item, but it is a limited edition item. They came out recently with the Soy Face Cleanser Collection limited edition packaging. They do collections like this all the time, and they did send this over. I love this cleanser. I've mentioned it on my channel several times over the past few years. I've gone through tubes and tubes and tubes of this, so when they sent over the limited edition collection, I didn't know like what video it would work best in, and the honest answer is this one. Amazing on all skin types, no fragrance. It doesn't really froth up a lot, so it doesn't feel like it's stripping your skin. If I am wearing makeup, I'll be honest, I do like to go in with more of a oil-based makeup removing cleanser before I go in with this one, but this one is amazing, especially on the eye area. Love it, and the limited edition packaging is really cute. I did miss out on the Chinese New Year one, which was absolutely adorable, so I'm happy I was able to get my hands on this one, so thank you to Fresh for sending that over. No, this isn't sponsored, I love the product, but it's limited edition, so it fit in the video. Next, from It Cosmetics, this is the Bye Bye Pores Primer Oil-Free Poreless Skin Perfecting Serum Primer. As you can see, I'm almost out of this, and I actually have another backup tube. It's already been, I want to say, about a year since they discontinued this product, so definitely upset about it. I will say, in complete honesty, this is one of my favorite... Ooh, that never used to do that. This is one of my favorite primers of all time because it absolutely kept me matte all day long. It smoothed and refined my pores. It gave a beautiful base for my makeup to go on top of, making me feel poreless and smooth and refined. I definitely think I used too much, but I haven't used it in so long that, you know, I forgot how much you needed. I love this primer. They did come out with a new oil-free primer. It is not the same. I do not like it as much. This one is so much better, which I used to talk about this all the time. Following that up with what at one point was my holy grail foundation. This is the Dior Skin Forever foundation. This stuff is magical, and Dior discontinued it when they came out with their newer versions of their foundations, and the color was different, the formula was different, it just wasn't the same. They came out with like a matte and a radiant formula instead of having this. And this one is a natural skin finish, so much better. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on my sponge because that is how I liked to apply this. I would go right on the sponge. This is another one of those products that they discontinued a while ago, but I have a few extra bottles of. And right off the sponge, I like to dot that around my face. Luckily, I don't really have a tan right now, so this does still match me, because for a while during the summer, when I was spending a lot of time out by the pool, I was much darker. But this just has the most beautiful skin-like finish. It was, for the longest time, my perfect shade match. Like right now you can see that it's a hair light. I do like to go in a little deeper with my foundation nowadays than I used to. But once upon a time, this was the perfect match for me. All right, next for concealer. This is the first of two products I will be featuring from Becca Cosmetics. Unfortunately, they did announce earlier this week that they are discontinuing their line. They are going out of business, which is really pretty unfortunate because they make some amazing products. So this is the Ultimate Coverage Anti-Crease Long Wear Concealer. I am going to say if you're looking for a concealer, they are going out of business, which means that there's a good chance that this will be on sale in the upcoming weeks or months. Definitely a great one to look into. super hydrating, but long wear at the same time. So if your skin's a little drier, you won't really have an issue with it. I am going to be using an illuminating powder, so I'm going in with a smaller amount of the concealer than I normally would. Plus the foundation is a little bit light, so I don't want to overly brighten. To set my face, I will be taking the MAC Patrick Star collaboration. This is Patrick's powder. Now, I do also have the One Size powder, which is Patrick's brand. So I am looking to do like a comparison with the two. I've been using the One Size powder a lot recently. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna use this one, and at the end of this video, I'll let you know what I think about the difference between the two, because a few of you mentioned in the last video where I used the Patrick's powder that you were interested in seeing how that worked. All right, next up, for contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight. I'm gonna kind of do it all pretty quickly, but for contour and bronzer, I'm gonna be using the Holidays Contour and Spotlight palette from Smashbox. This was a holiday collection a while back. I love this palette. It is beautiful. I will also be pairing that with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink. They discontinued this packaging. They went to a new packaging, and the formula is not the same. They can say that it is not. So this is the formula I love, and I'll be using this blush. And once again, I know we already kind of harped on Becca, but I'll be using Opal and Champagne Pop for the cheeks. So jumping into that, let's add some bronzer. All right, now that the cheeks are done, we can move on to eyes. I'm going to be using the limited edition Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette, and I will be pairing that with the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Voodoo. This was also from a holiday kit. Obviously, we're going purple today. So I'm going to pop the liner in my waterline first. Just going to make sure to give it a quick sharpen. On a flat smudger brush, I'm going to start with Shookington, the metallic purple, and I'm going to set down that liner and lightly buff it out. Not a lot, just a little bit. Fluffy brush going into Ginger. I'm going to set that in and above my crease. Next, I'm going to take Credit, the dark chocolatey red brown, and add some definition to the outermost portion of my eye. Fluffy brush with no additional product. I'm just going to blend out the edges. And then with this brush, I'm just going to connect that same brown around the purple, just so everything looks connected. I'm going to start with Lituation up here, which is definitely in the purple family, but it's a little more of a gray purple. And I'm going to take that with a little bit of setting spray all over the lid. And then taking a tiny bit of Shookington, the purple we used on the lower lash line, I'm going to take that on the innermost portion of the lid. I'm going to jump back into the same highlighter, Opal, and pop that on the inner corner. All right, I just threw a tiny bit of liner on my lips and onto the lipstick. This is going to be super controversial, but this is the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks that a lot of people had problems with it. Mine actually came perfect. This is in the shade Perfectionist, and I love this lipstick. I obviously don't use it on camera because she pulled the inventory, refunded everybody, but I still love this lipstick, so I will continue to use it. One swipe pigmentation, beautiful color. I'm really hoping she re-releases this formula because I was a huge fan. All right, I'm going to go throw on my lashes and mascara off camera because I don't have any discontinued. If mascara gets discontinued, I throw it in the garbage. I'm going to go pop on my lashes and my mascara, and I'll be right back. So that is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. So happy to jump back in and try things that I haven't touched in a very long time. And most importantly, show a little bit of love to the products in my collection that may not get featured as much as they should because, again, if it's discontinued, I always feel guilty using it because you guys can't go out and buy it if you end up liking it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!